Hi everybody, welcome to Galleria on the Park Investment Seminar. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 reasons to invest in pre-construction in Toronto today and specifically in Galleria. We're starting in exactly 1 minute, so stay tuned and see you in one. Hello everyone and welcome to Galleria's Pre-Construction Investment Seminar. Today, we're going to spend 20 minutes talking about the top 10 reasons to invest in Toronto's pre-construction market and specifically at Galleria on the Park, one of the most exciting master plan communities in the entire GTA. Let's just jump right into it. In the number 10 spot, we have to recognize Toronto is a leading global city. What that means, we've been ranked by A.T. Kearney. Studies by A.T. Kearney show that Toronto is actually ranking second amongst 154 other cities, showing resilience and post-pandemic recovery. We're already looking forward to having this pandemic behind us and have everything go back to normal. Toronto is showing to be one of the most exciting cities to be living in as part of the post-pandemic recovery. We also ranked as the top 10 most livable cities in the world. Toronto is incredibly sought after we have a lot of immigration, a lot of people that want to make Toronto their home, and we're really ranking up there for a reason. Toronto is an incredible city to live in with amazing lifestyle. Next, we have to talk about the talent market. Toronto is also ranked in the top 10 cities with the highest and best talent markets in North America. That is a huge, huge win, because we're showing that Toronto, from a human resources capital perspective, some of the most talented, most promising professionals in North America actually decide to make Toronto their home because of opportunities that exist for their careers. This is a massive big driver for our real estate demand here. We're also ranked as the top 10 cities that are safest in the world, top 20 global performing cities in the world as well. And finally, in 2019, of course, we were the NBA champions. So that's just, on a personal note, really excited about that. Next is the low interest rate. So currently our overnight lending rate sits at 0.25% from Bank of Canada. This is historically one of the absolute lowest rates that we've seen. The government has committed to keeping these rates in place for the next 36 months, which means that they really want to help Canadians recover from the pandemic and make it affordable for them to commit to real estate purchases and grow and purchase real estate. Last time we've seen interest rates this low, Toronto's real estate market went on a consecutive 10 years of growth. We feel like we're in the start of that cycle right now. A lot of people that I speak to tell me, hey, I'm waiting for the market to bottom out. I hate to break it to all of you that think that you've already missed the bottom. That bottom really felt like it was in October, November, early December. Over the last month and a half, Toronto's real estate market has been absolutely on fire, defining that resurgence of real estate interest and showing the resilience that our market has. Number 8, immigration influx. Toronto and Canada ranks 4th in the world by migration. The government of Canada has actually increased our threshold for accepting new immigrants significantly for the next 3 years. Again, we've experienced 44% reduction in immigration during the pandemic. The government of Canada is now looking to offset that shortfall and make up for it and then some. They've committed to allowing and bringing in over 1.2 million new immigrants in the next 3 years. That is a massive driver for demand in real estate. Every year, 400,000 and change new Canadians are coming into our country. They need homes to live. So whether they buy or they rent, they still drive up that demand for real estate. Really important to understand that out of the 400,000 or so immigrants that are going to come into Canada over the next 3 years consecutively per year, about 35 to 40% of those immigrants actually make Toronto and the GTA their home. So we're looking at 120 to 150,000 people per year coming into the GTA. That really accounts for most of our population growth and is one of the biggest drivers in real estate demand in our market. Number 7, post-pandemic recovery. Canadians have, as per Benjamin Tal from CIBC, Canadians have $170 billion in private household and business cash reserves. This is huge. As soon as the confidence comes back into the market, Canadians will feel more comfortable, consumer spending will return, and we're going to see retail come back. We're going to see spending come back. We're going to see infrastructure changes come in. We're going to see more and more money coming back into the economy, again, driving the economy, and a byproduct of that is real estate growth once more. We started a vaccine effort. Now, granted, it's been going a little slower than we all had expected. Other countries are outpacing us currently, but nonetheless, it's a start, and an important start at that. The vaccination effort, a successful vaccination effort, would mean that the economy would rebound quicker and consumer spending would jump, as per Bank of Canada. And really, the biggest thing that we have to consider with a successful vaccination effort globally is that will result in immigration reopening. And as soon as these immigrants come in, we're going to open up tourism again. We're going to bring in international students again. Guess what that does to demand for real estate? Number 6, outdoor public spaces. So Galleria being a master planned community, we're really excited about the programming on grade for both residents and people who are visiting the area as a destination. The community is very well connected. There's paths and walkways and a lot of restaurants that are spewing over into the streets and the squares in a form of outdoor patios. The whole point is to create outdoor spaces that allow community members to interact. And that interaction is what we call life at grade. It creates a lifestyle, it creates a vibrancy that you wouldn't otherwise see in standalone buildings that are not a part of a master plan community like Galleria. Let's talk about some of the economic factors more specifically. Number 5, we're talking about the submarket, Galleria submarket, the strength of it, specifically for the rent. So what we've done is on the left side here, we're showing you a 1 kilometer radius for Galleria on the park and comparing it to a 1 kilometer radius around Yonge and Wellesley. And the results are astounding. Right now, downtown is really hurting as far as demand for rentals, as far as demand for real estate. In our area, we're actually experiencing the exact opposite. Currently, units available in that downtown intersection are nearly 1,600 units. If you're trying to sell your home right now, your condo right now downtown, you're competing with literally thousands of units in inventory. If you're one of the lucky buyers to purchase at Galleria, there are currently only 22 units for sale on the market. The rental activity during COVID has actually increased. You know, maybe you've heard in the media that the rental market has softened in Toronto. That's true for the most part, but there are pockets in the city that have seen rental activity actually go on the rise. Our neighborhood here has seen rental activity increase by almost 40%. Comparatively to downtown, that location dropped by 50%. That's a 90% difference. Which side of the coin do you want to be on? Current inventory absorption period, our average absorption period has dropped to just under 2 months, while it's gone on the rise downtown to almost 3 months. So if you're a landlord right now downtown, it's going to take you about 3 months to fill a vacancy. Units at Galleria, a couple of quick fast facts for you. Units at Galleria rent for 24% faster than downtown, while Galleria rent is just 12% lower than downtown. Prices at Galleria are 23% lower than downtown. So if you invest at Galleria today, you're actually way better positioned to do well over time. The average rental difference before COVID between downtown and Galleria was $525 per month. That has now almost shrunk by half to about $260 a month, because more and more people want to live in master plan communities in residential neighborhoods. So the rent at Galleria has seen an increase, while downtown, more and more inventory means lower prices, greater supply. Lower demand means prices have dropped. So there's a huge investment potential here that's really important to understand for those of you who invest in real estate. Next, let's talk about submarket rent specific to sales. So same intersections. Currently, if you're looking for a unit to purchase around Galleria, there's literally only 1 unit available for sale, only 1. Whereas if you're downtown, you're competing with hundreds of units. So again, supply and demand basic principles. You know that you want to be in an area, not where the puck is, but where the puck is going. Downtown has experienced, of course, its ups and downs during this pandemic and is beginning to recover, and we all want to see that. But you want to buy in an area that is up and coming, that is about to transform completely from top to bottom, and you want to benefit from those increases by being one of our early investors. Sales prices during COVID. Here in Galleria, prices in our neighborhood, prices have been on the increase during COVID while they've been decreasing downtown. Our average days on the markets per listing, that means how long does your listing, how long does a unit for sale sit on the market until it's sold? Our average days on the market have actually dropped during the pandemic, while downtown, the average days on the market have actually increased during the pandemic. So again, strong economic principles and economic fundamentals in play at Galleria. Units at Galleria sell 55% faster than downtown currently. Units at Galleria are priced 23 to 25% lower than downtown currently. And sales activity volume at Galleria has been on the rise during COVID, while downtown has seen a sharp decline during COVID. Next, this is one of those calculation slides, the one that shows you really what the investment potential is. So we're talking about return on investment. Down payments of only 10 to 15%. Right now we have an unbelievable incentive offered for a limited time, so take advantage of it. Only 10 to 15% down, depending on what unit you purchase. So if you're one of the investors that has a bit more access to capital, if you want to buy something that's 800 square feet or larger, you can buy that with only 10% down until occupancy. And the best part, occupancy isn't for another 3.5 or 4 years. So you really get to leverage and benefit from the timeline by securing an asset in today's value and not paying for it for another 4 years. If you're buying a smaller unit, that deposit structure drops to 15% over an extended period of time. So it's really only 5% per year. Some of the benefits of buying pre-construction, especially when you have these types of deposit structure, you need less cash right now because you're not giving us the 10% or the 15% as a lump sum. It's really stretched out over time. You lock in today's price for appreciation during the construction period, which we know historically has been the greatest time to invest. The earlier you can buy in pre-construction, the better you would be from an investment return perspective. We have the buyer-friendly deposit structure, and we have some special incentives that we're going to talk about in a moment. Investment analysis. If you're buying one of the 3-bedroom units at Galleria, you can see we've broken it down for you. If you're buying it for about $950, putting 20% down, your projected monthly rent is about $3,500. You're collecting almost $42,000 in rent after you've deducted your mortgage, after you've deducted your maintenance fees, after you've deducted your property taxes and your cost, then recaptured back your principal. And of course, one of our incentives right now is the free maintenance credit, which means you're actually getting your free maintenance for the year. Your return on investment comes in at about 10%. Now, on top of that, you have to add in the capital appreciation. So if you're super conservative, at 4% growth per year, just between now and when your condo is ready, that unit would have gone up by about 16%, which means you're already in the money for about $140,000, $160,000. And then you're going through another year of growth, which means that your return on cash without calculating any growth during construction, which is not realistic, you're looking at 35% return in your first year. You can see over there, we have the 1-bedroom Influx shown, $697,000, same type of economic breakdown. You can see how that really comes together for you. If you invest in one of those units, you can see returns of about 25% per year. And for the next 4 years, you're literally doing nothing. So it's a very passive investment and you get to benefit from the power of leverage. Next is our number 2, which is the master plan community growth. Important to understand. Master plan communities in Toronto over time have shown to increase at an average annual rate of 16%. They actually outpace standalone buildings by 5% per year. So you have to ask yourself, okay, why is that? Why do master plan communities perform better than standalone buildings? We've been able to distill it down to 2 reasons. Number 1, When you buy in a standalone building, you don't get any infrastructure around it as part of a more comprehensive plan. So you buy in a standalone building, and if the economy rises, so is the value of your property, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10% per year. Now, the economic situation drives the value of your unit. When you're buying in a master plan communities, you're buying a unit that's driven by the economic situation, same as a standalone building, but you have an added layer of value, which means that because the developers, because the government, because the city are spending tens and sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars in infrastructure and enhancements for the community that you just purchased in, there's a full layer of value added just from that infrastructure coming in. So you're not only getting to benefit from growth due to the market conditions, you're getting to benefit from the growth due to everything that's going on immediately around your building. The second reason is that, guess what? If you're one of the early buyers, developers and the buyers are very much aligned in where they want to see the values go. The nice part is that master plan community developers actually are in charge of all the inventory. So in a hot market, they're going to put another building on the market, and you get to benefit from the price growth, and they get to benefit from the price growth. If the market is a little bit cooler, a developer will hold off on releasing more inventory into the market so that prices can continue to rise. So if there's less supply in the market, guess who gets to benefit from that? You, the owner. So you and the developer are very much aligned in wanting to see the prices continue to grow over time, but the developer will always help that happen because they're in charge of inventory. They're in charge of the amount of supply available in the market. Finally, just investing in a master plan community. And what does that mean? Galleria has literally almost 3,000 residential units, will be the future home for 6,000 to 8,000 new residents. It will also be a massive city destination. Why? We have the retail. The retail is coming in at 300,000 square feet, beautifully designed boutiques and shops. We have the community spaces. Community spaces, we have a brand new state-of-the-art community center coming into Galleria on the Park, almost 100,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor programming. That includes everything from a daycare, because we have a lot of families that want to come into the neighborhood. That includes fitness, it includes studios, it includes running tracks, it includes swimming pools. It even includes an outdoor element that allows people to actually lace up their skates and ice skate through an outdoor trail going right around the community center and the park. Speaking of park, green spaces. Galleria is one of the only developments that are introducing brand new enhanced green spaces into their neighborhood. 40% of the land that Galleria is sitting on has actually been designated for a future park. You're going to have an 8-acre park at the heart of this community. That's about 360,000 square feet of park space right at the bottom of your building. How amazing is that? Some people are looking for backyards. Some people are leaving the downtown core to find that nature. You don't have to venture too far. Dufferin and DuPont is a downtown location. It's incredibly well positioned, close to the city, but just far away from it enough to make sure that you can benefit from the lifestyle that a master plan community offers. And finally, we have our transit. Accessibility to transit, as we know, is very important. We have the Dufferin line, the Dufferin bus line. We have the DuPont bus line. We also have the Bloor subway station, about 7-8 minute walk away from our community. And just east of us, we also have the Spadina station, about 10 to 15 minute walk. So we're really well connected from a transit perspective as well. Let's talk about the benefits for you, for your buyers. Galleria 1 and 2 currently have limited time incentives. Only 5% down per year on the deposit, as we've spoken about. 5% in 30 days, 5% in 1 year, 5% in over 2 years. And then nothing more until occupancy. 10% down for larger units, 800 square feet or more, get to benefit from 5% in 30 days, 5% in a year and a half, and then nothing more until occupancy. Finally, our additional incentives, the headliners. We have what we call the 1, 2, 3 maintenance-free program, which means if you're purchasing a 1-bedroom unit, you get 1 year of free maintenance. 2-bedroom units means 2 years of free maintenance. And 3-bedroom units means 3 years of free maintenance. So take advantage of that because that is a massive benefit. Your maintenance fees are essentially paid for. We're capping our development charges as well, offering free assignments for a limited time, as well as the right to lease during occupancy. And just to add that extra sweetener, we've lowered the price for our parking for a limited time only from $60,000 to $50,000 per stall, and we've made them available for every single unit. So even the smaller units, the one bedrooms, the one bedroom and dens, even those units can purchase parking spaces. As far as how do we go about conducting our business, of course, our team is available virtually if you prefer. We also would like to invite you by appointment only to visit our sales center. So everyone's health and safety is our top priority. We want to make sure that this is a safe space for you and for your clients to come in. When you come into our sales center, we have a brand new state-of-the-art 6,800 square foot sales center. When you come in, we ask that you make an appointment in advance to make sure that you have a dedicated sales representative and that everybody feels comfortable within the space. We have all the PPE equipment on hand, hand sanitizers, masks, whatever you need. Our surfaces are cleaned multiple times daily. And so again, we'd like to encourage you to make that private appointment and come and see our team. In the sales center, what you'll see and why we encourage everyone to come in, you're gonna see the community scale model. You're gonna see the building scale models. We have interactive screen. We have 3D models for the entire community and for the buildings. We have a full model suite, which is very rare these days. We're open from 12 to 6 p.m. Monday to Thursday, 12 to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. We're closed on Fridays. But again, please make sure to make your appointment. You can make same-day appointments. We have a live link that shows our availability on our schedule, which if you're interested, make sure that you either send me a direct message or email us. You can see our email address at the bottom corner there, as well as our phone number. Make your appointment today. Take advantage of this incentive today. On behalf of the entire Galleria on the Park team, on behalf of Elad Canada, the developer behind this incredible master plan community, I want to thank you all for joining us today. I think we came in right in time, about 22 minutes. Thank you again. Make sure you connect with us at the number indicated below, at the email indicated below, and let us help you make one of the wisest investments that you've ever made in real estate by buying at Galleria on the Park. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your day.